¿Qué onda, mi gente? Breaking news. Benjamin Cremaschi's heroic diving header sends Inter Miami to a historic victory over Columbus Crew. David Beckham is launching his own Champions League talk show with Tom Cruise and Ryan Reynolds as guests. The battle for Kevin De Bruyne heats up as Chicago Fire tries to steal him from Miami. Neymar might be making a surprise move after his Santos contract ends. Wait until you hear what Mascherano said about Messi's World Cup chances at age 39. This is Inter Miami Buzz, bringing you the hottest news of the week. If we hit 1,000 likes, I'll make a special video breaking down the most explosive moments from Messi's interview with Simplemente Football. Brew some mate and make yourself comfortable. Let's dive into these explosive stories. The biggest story this week, hermanos. Inter Miami remains the only unbeaten team in the 2025 MLS season after a spectacular 1-0 victory over Columbus Crew. Benjamin Cremaschi was the absolute hero with a diving header in the 30th minute. That cross from Marcelo Weigand, served on a silver platter like your abuela's best empanadas. The play started with a long ball from Suárez, and Cremaschi somehow reached Weigand's cross with a perfect diving header. The stats don't lie. Columbus dominated possession with almost 60%, took 18 shots to our 6. But guess what? The scoreboard is all that matters. That's classic Mascherano ball, efficient, strategic, and winning. Oscar Ustari was an absolute wall with his second consecutive clean sheet, making 3 crucial saves, including a spectacular stop in the 29th minute to deny Max Arfsten. This victory puts us at 5 wins and 3 draws with a total of 18 points, temporarily climbing to first place in the Eastern Conference. Are we looking at the future MLS Cup champions? Like this video if you believe. They're breaking records on the field, but did you know we're breaking records too, hermanos? The scoreboard says it all. Another win, still unbeaten. And just like Inter Miami is making history on the pitch, we're building something special right here. When I dropped my first video, it was just me and a passion for the pink wave. Now, over 1,000 of you are riding this wave with me. And that's not just numbers, that's family. I read every comment. You're telling me you feel the vibe, you love the news drops, and most importantly, you feel part of this community. That's when I realized this isn't just my project anymore. It's our movement. What's next? More hotter news, global giveaways, and stories where you lead the way. So if you've never shared a video, now's the time. Tag your crew, drop your city in the comments, and let's see how far this wave can go. And hermanos, if your friend still doesn't know about Inter Miami Buzz, are they even your friend? Because this is only the beginning. This victory took place in front of a record crowd of 60,614 fans at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. That's not just a record for a Crew home game, it's the largest non-NFL event in stadium history. The match was moved from Columbus specifically because of the Messi effect. This is the 9th time since Leo joined MLS that Inter Miami has had a road crowd of at least 60,000. Even Cleveland Cavaliers coach Kenny Atkinson, Tristan Thompson, and Browns receiver Jerry Jeudy were in the crowd. As Cremaschi said, he's the greatest player to play the sport. That's why he attracts so many people to watch him. Stay with me. In the next minute, I'll reveal the concerning sign from Messi that had fans worried at the end of the match. Let's talk about our superstars. The match against Columbus was unusual for both Messi and Suárez. For the first time in a while, neither of our South American legends found the back of the net. Lionel Messi was kept unusually quiet by Darlington Nagbe, who barely let our captain out of his sight. Leo had some brilliant moments, but couldn't produce his typical magic. He did have a golden chance during stoppage time, but his blast was just wide. Here's what worried fans. Messi appeared to be moving gingerly toward the end of the game. But don't panic. Mascherano said afterward he wasn't aware of any injury issues. As for Luis Suárez, El Pistolero was subbed off in the second half, after struggling to make an impact. If you think Messi will bounce back with a goal against Vancouver, smash that like button right now. Now for the biggest match of the season so far, Our CONCACAF Champions Cup semifinal first leg against Vancouver Whitecaps. This is historic, hermanos. Inter Miami has never reached the semifinals of this competition before, and we're just 2 games away from the final. Can you imagine Messi lifting another trophy in pink? Captain Messi has been on fire this Champions Cup, currently second in scoring with 5 goals. The key battle, Brian White versus our defense. He's got 3 Champions Cup goals, and Vancouver sit first in the West with 20 points. The first leg will be at BC Place, one of the toughest away trips at over 3,400 miles. But there's already drama brewing. Vancouver CEO Axel Schuster sent a warning message to Inter Miami, saying, "You better bring your best team, because otherwise you might not make the final." This refers to last season, when Messi, Busquets, and Suárez didn't travel to Vancouver for an MLS match, leaving thousands of fans disappointed. Schuster made it clear, if not, that's not my problem. Will our unbeaten streak continue in Canada? Drop your score predictions below. Our co-owner, David Beckham, is taking his talents to television. Bex has landed his first ever talk show called Beckham and Friends Live on Paramount+. This isn't just any show, it's going to feature massive stars like Tom Cruise, Ryan Reynolds, and Gordon Ramsay. Can you imagine the star power in one room? Beckham told CBS Golazo Network, "I'm really looking forward to turning up with a few mates, a few glasses of wine, watching the game, and great conversation. That's the Beckham lifestyle we all dream about." The first episodes will cover the Champions League semifinals between Inter Milan Barcelona and PSG Arsenal on May 6th and 7th. Could we see a reunion of Messi and Neymar in Miami? The latest reports suggest Neymar might join Inter Miami after his 6-month contract with Santos ends, after his successful, or in quotation marks, career in Saudi Arabia. Neymar signed with his boyhood club, Santos, but every fairy tale comes to an end, and it seems Neymar will soon be leaving Santos. He has ambitious goals. He wants to prove himself and earn a call-up for the 2026 World Cup under Ancelotti. And what better place to do that than alongside his old Barcelona partner, Messi? Bookmakers are giving this move odds of just 1.65. But here's the catch. Inter Miami is already pushing the salary cap limits. The only way this happens is if Neymar accepts a minimum salary, just to showcase his talents ahead of the World Cup. Remember how I told you last week about Kevin De Bruyne potentially joining Messi in Miami? Well, the battle for his signature is now heating up as multiple MLS rivals have joined the race. Inter Miami currently holds the MLS discovery rights for De Bruyne, giving us first negotiating preference. But according to The Athletic, Chicago Fire, New York City FC, and DC United have all expressed serious interest. Chicago Fire, under Greg Berhalter, is making the strongest push to pair De Bruyne with Bamba and Kuipers. Meanwhile, NYCFC has the City Football Group connection, which could complicate matters. Sergio Aguero, who knows both De Bruyne and Messi, recently told Stake.com, "If it's Inter Miami, I think De Bruyne will pair up very nicely with Leo." Imagine that partnership, hermanos. Drop a comment with who you'd rather see join Messi, De Bruyne, or Neymar. Could we see Messi at the 2026 World Cup? His Inter Miami coach, Javier Mascherano, thinks it's definitely possible. When asked if Messi has the physical capability to lead Argentina at age 39, Mascherano was crystal clear. "The physical side and the legs, I have no doubt about it, the mindset too, but those are personal decisions." Mascherano added, "What I can tell you as an Argentine, I clearly want him to play." Don't we all, Javier? Don't we all? This discussion comes after Messi missed Argentina's World Cup qualifiers in March with injury. Just think about this. If Messi plays in 2026, it would be his 6th World Cup. Imagine Messi lifting his 2nd World Cup trophy on American soil. The perfect ending to the greatest career in football history. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Inter Miami's historic unbeaten run, you're going to love my video on Lionel Messi's Inter Miami, the biggest surprises you didn't expect. Just click the video on your screen now to discover the shocking changes Messi has brought to MLS that nobody saw coming. Our next match is against Vancouver Whitecaps in the CONCACAF Champions Cup semifinal first leg on Thursday. Will we extend our unbeaten run in Canada? Don't forget, if we hit 1,000 likes on this video, I'll drop a special breakdown of the most explosive moments from Messi's interview with Simplemente Football. And as always, feel the pulse, catch the buzz. See you next week, hermanos.